I'm Derek, and when Houston Life first started, I was just as confused as everyone else. Wow, this show was really something. Maybe I should rethink my life choices. Some days I could barely see the camera through my tears. But luckily, I'm allowed to drink at work, and wear wigs, and sing. And soon, the hard times became good times. I have fallen in love with Houston, doing one of the weirdest jobs on the planet.
Then I came along and made everything weirder. It was my second job at the mall. The first was folding t-shirts and sweaters at Benetton. Gosh, I miss that hairstyle. By the way, I'm Courtney, and I love expensive shoes and champagne and puppies. And luckily, I have all of those things at my job, co-hosting Houston Life. It is my real job. It just feels fake. Like Derek's personality. Just kidding.
You make me feel good, lost in the moment. You make me feel good, hearts running wild. You make me feel good, love like you fall.
I'm Lauren, and I also love puppies.
You every time.
And I love Gabriel. See what I mean? Oh, and I love adventure. That's why after years of sitting in a dark radio booth, it was time for a change. Mama needed some sunlight. So now I spend my days crisscrossing the city, looking for great places to splash, dash,
Hearts running wild.
wine, and dine.
Love like you falling.
And meeting all kinds of people doing cool things.
You make me feel good.
And my name's Joe. Sometimes I get to sleep in late until about 4 a.m. But usually I'm up hours before that to get a jump on my day. Remember this face, because you're going to be seeing a lot more of me. I may be new to Houston, but I'm a Southern boy through and through. And I can bench press a full-size sedan. I can't wait to explore and get to know the city and share with you some of my favorite Cajun recipes from back home in Louisiana. Ça bon.
So buckle up, Houston. 3 p.m. has never been more fun.
Are you doing that? Oh, you are not going to eat dog food. Oh, my God. Oh. I'm gagging for you. Come on. Is that for real?
Live from Studio B at KPRC Channel 2. Houston Life starts now.
Well, happy Monday, everyone, and welcome to Houston Life at our brand new 3 p.m. time slot.
Yes.
How about a little round of applause to the two people who are in studio with us today? Actually, I think we have three. Hi, Courtney.
3.5.
Good to
3.5.
see you. 3.5.
Hi.
Can't
Cheers,
forget
my
sex.
friend.
Cheers. I feel like I'm a little bit shaky, kind of nervous, almost the same way I felt on August 22nd, 2016, when this little show first premiered at the mall at the Galleria at 1 p.m.
It's the little show that could. Who knew?
Who knew? Many of us thought the show would be canceled within 6 months, but here we are starting our 5th season. Can you believe it?
I'm so excited. And can we just talk about that little vignette at the beginning? Because that was so much fun.
Oh, a trip down memory lane.
It
huh?
was so much fun.
The
What do you think?
You mean the slow walking part?
The slow walking was amazing. Listen, I didn't realize what good slow walkers we are.
So I know it was sort of like slow-mo video, but we did actually have to walk very slowly, and then we slowed it down even more in post-production. So this is a real-time look. Courtney was struggling.
I was
a bit.
struggling just a little bit.
We're
It's
getting
like,
the arm motion with the foot motion.
and I'm a fast walker.
I mean, even in a stroll, I am speed walking.
Yeah, and then there was an ant on your foot at one point. You know, it's interesting. Summers in Houston, being outside, Lauren Kelly there flipping her hair. I think we have more video of Lauren. She was feeling just as, I don't know, self-conscious as we were. That, wait a minute, we have to look sexy, and it's 100 degrees outside.
And act like you're not sweating.
Yeah. I think by the end of this shoot, we had all
yes,
sort of sweated through our clothing.
Close. Yeah,
yeah,
it was pretty. It was a sight.
You know, August in Houston.
Already?
I haven't even taken a sip, okay? You know what?
H-Town, Houston.
I'm an efficient talker. So rather than saying Houston or H-Town, I just combine words. Houston.
It saves time.
You all knew what I was talking about, right? Houston. You know, it is funny. We saw it in the open just now when I was saying I had fallen in love with Houston. It's so true. Houston was never part of my life plan. It was never part of my game plan, right? And sometimes the best things in life are the unexpected surprises. So it's funny, 4 years ago when I moved here, and I literally did not know a single person, it's so nice to wake up every day and be at home and to come to work with people who I consider my family.
Absolutely. I mean, this is where home is, right? And who knew that, you know, taking the job in the mall would lead to all of this. And, you know, Derek, you and I talk about this all the time, too, the way that our paths at some point, if we had a crystal ball, we looked down in it, we would have walked by each other plenty of times, from Utah to Palm Springs to LA, somewhere along the way, we would have walked. Maybe we were even sitting next to each other at a play performance sometimes. I mean, who knows?
You know, that might have happened.
I think so. Riverdance, right? Because you were with your mom.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
In Salt Lake at Capitol Theater. Maybe we were there together that same night.
I'm telling you.
I remember a very nice woman with great hair seated not too far from us.
And you had perfect vision in front of you. She didn't block your view, right?
Yeah, it's true. Always sit behind Courtney at the theater. That is my life tip. So for 3 p.m., I know that there are a lot of viewers out there who are returning viewers. They were with us for many years at 1 p.m. Some of you at 3 p.m. right now might be saying, well, where is Dr. Phil? We don't know.
We're not sure.
Doctor Who? No, he airs at 1 o'clock, so he is still on Channel 2. And if you're wondering why we moved to 3 o'clock, we wanted to be closer to our 4, 5, and 6 p.m. newscast, sort of this afternoon Channel 2 block where you can find local programming, Houston Life included. But if you're watching the show for the very first time, Courtney, I don't even know how I would describe this
show
thing that we do.
This thing that we do. I mean, it's sort of, it's lifestyle, it's all things Houston, but it's also a release. Let's just be honest. So we have 60 minutes. It's a release to sort of say, we can worry about what we need to do afterwards. You know, worry about the worries of the world and homeschooling our kids. Lord help us all.
You'll get through it.
We're going to get through it. But in this time, we just, you know, we decompress. Grab your tea, grab your wine, whatever it is that you want to do, and we're just going to decompress.
I also think here on the show, one of the things that I really love about our viewing audience and our staff here and you is that no topic really is off limits here.
At all.
And we have seen a really unprecedented few months, not just here in Houston, but globally, certainly what's happening across the United States. And after the death of George Floyd, one thing that I was really proud of is that we had some very difficult conversations, and conversations that are certainly overdue. So no matter whether we're talking about equality or the day-to-day pains that we all face, we're talking about homeschooling right now in the era of COVID, I think that day after day, the one thing that you can count on from the show is that we will be real. You probably never have to wonder what we think.
At all. Real and raw is what I like to say.
Yeah, and we don't take each other or ourselves too seriously.
No, not at all. We're here to have fun, but also explore what makes Houston so great.
Well, and one thing that's really great about the show is one of our Houston Life family members, Miss Lauren Kelly, and we were trying to figure out today her first time on Houston Life.
Yeah.
I think it was September 16th of 2016. So It's been almost 4 years. And this was, of course, before, Courtney, we convinced you to come back to Channel 2. But Lauren Kelly is socially distant from us right now. She's over in our kitchen.
Cheers, girlfriend.
Cheers.
Cheers. Can I just say, I've always wanted a slow motion walk, and I got it, and I'm almost
in tears looking at
You
that.
did really well. I also love your laugh, your like nose kind of scrunched up a little bit. It was just so cute.
It was so fake and so hard to do. I'm not like a smizer. I can't like do that. But Derek and Courtney, you guys did such a wonderful job. And I feel like I'm gonna cry.
Oh.
Cheers.
Lauren, listen, you bring such great energy to the show. And I know back, you worked on the radio, Mix 96.5, and we have had so many of our radio personality friends on the show. Erica Rico, George, Cowboy Dave, Mo. I mean, there's so many we could name. And we somehow convinced you to come work with us full time. How do we do that?
I mean, you guys, all you had to do is say, I'm taking you out of the dark box you've been in for 20 years, and I'm gonna put you in a brighter box now.
What I think is so great, Lauren, and this is the way that I describe you as well, is that you are willing to do anything. And
just about anything.
Just about anything. But, you know, having a microphone in your hand, whether it's, you know, in front of a camera or on the radio, you are so polished, you're so seasoned. All of your reports are so fun to watch, and I know our viewers love you as much as we do. And I think it's so great to be able to see you enjoy Houston, because, I mean, you're from here. You grew up here.
Yeah.
So it's so great for you to be able to explore this city and show your love for it all the time.
Oh, I'm so excited. That was absolutely the nicest thing ever, Courtney. Thank you so much. I couldn't be more grateful to be here. I love this team. I love this city. And cheers to the news.
Cheers to you, girl. Drink
Cheers
up. We're going to see you in just a little bit, okay?
Like a fish in water. Do you remember her very first live shot? She's like, I've never done a live shot before.
What's a live shot?
And then she hit a home run. It was amazing.
I know.
You were born for television, Lauren. We're
love
glad to
you
have you as
guys.
part of the family. Also, Courtney, at the top of today's show, we unveiled a brand new face.
We sure did. And guess what? Joe Sam, he is joining us live from somewhere, I don't know, his friend's house in New Orleans. What's up, Joe? Welcome to the show.
We are in New Orleans, Courtney, and you know what? We're celebrating too. So we have the balloons ready to go. We've been celebrating all this morning, and not only the balloons, but we also have the bubbles too.
Yes, baby.
We're talking about it. So we're celebrating right now in New Orleans. We have to join the team. Woo! There we go.
Love that
Yes. That's my alarm clock sound.
Every day. And Joe, I know that you were from Louisiana. You did some time in Ohio. That's where you were most recently employed. And we met you for the first time a week ago when we were doing that slow motion walk through Discovery Green, which turned out very well. When do we actually get to see you, though, here in Houston?
So my first day, I'm going to be there September 8th. So I'm going to be in Houston probably a couple of days prior to that, but I'm going to be starting at Houston Life September 8th. So a little time after that, you guys are going to be able to get to see all the exciting things that I love to do, love getting to know the community, and I can't wait to explore all what Houston has to offer. I'm super excited about it.
Oh, my word. We are so excited to have you. And we just know, like, thanks for, you know, taking the job, number one, and understanding that, you know, we get a little strange and funny around here, so we appreciate that.
As we all do, and you know it goes for the bubbles. That's what we have to just lay off the bubbles for a little while.
Well, no worries. Joe, it is great to see you virtually for now. We will see you here in Houston. See what I did there? Houston, very, very soon. And seriously, we're going to take you up on that offer to try some of your Cajun cooking because, you know, Louisiana through and through, they're good in the kitchen.
I have it all down pat. Anything you guys need, po' boys, crawfish etouffee, the gumbo, the fettuccine, we're ready to go.
Okay, bring all your pots and pans, Joe. We can't wait to have you here, officially part of the team. Welcome to Houston Life.
Thank you. Can't wait to join you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And still to come on today's show, have you ever wondered about what your pet is trying to tell you? I mean, he's been asleep. Tex has been asleep the whole time.
I think he's trying to tell us that his ear is itching.
Right,
now.
or he's tired and bored of us. Well, I know I have. Today I'm going to find out. Animal communicator Allie Katz is going to join us to share how to develop a deeper relationship with our pets through meditation. We're going to find out about Tex's and Oscar, my dog's inner thoughts.
Very interesting. And coming up next, how much do Courtney and I really know about each other? We're going to team up with KPRC Channel 2 news anchors Keith Garvin and Christine Noel to see which duo knows the most about one another. Will it be Courtney and me or Keith and Christine? We'll find out next. Well, now that Houston Life airs at 3 p.m., we have brand new television neighbors. KPRC Channel 2 News at 4 p.m. anchors Keith Garvin and Christine Noel. So our team decided that in order for us to all get to know each other a little bit better, Courtney, we should play a game.
And you know, we love a good game.
Yeah, we do.
Life reporter Lauren Kelly is joining us now to explain what it's all about. Hey, Lauren.
Hey, guys. Hi, teams. Well, here's the breakdown. In order to engage and have fun in a socially distanced way, we've set up a little friendly competition between Team Derek and Courtney and Team Keith and Christine with a game called Who Knows the Most About Their Co-Host.
All
It's very
right.
popular. Very popular game.
It's a great game.
Well, Keith Garvin and Christine Noel are joining us now from Studio A. Thank you so much for playing. Are you guys ready?
Oh, we're ready.
We are Derek, Courtney. We love you guys, but don't take this butt whipping personally, okay?
Oh, no,
Excuse me?
I don't think so, Keith.
Those are fighting words,
I
dude.
know, but I love a good game show theme song as well.
Yeah. Lauren, they sound pretty
They
confident over
sound
there.
really good, and they've also offered me a few bribes, which I am taking,
Oh.
guys. Just keep that in mind.
Up for the taking.
Terrible.
Now, there are a few rules. The game is very simple. I'm just going to ask each team a different round of questions. You're both going to answer on the whiteboards. When you have the answers, turn the boards and put the markers down. We'll see if the answers match, and the viewers at home will find out who knows the most about their co-host. Are you guys ready to play?
Ready to rumble.
do
Let's
that.
do it.
Yes,
to do
and
it.
just to confirm, Lauren, we have to flip them over at the same exact time,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. So
Okay.
let's
Oh, to
start.
reveal. Okay.
Reveal.
Correct, right. We're going to start with Team Houston Life, Derek and Courtney.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. This is round one. For Derek, does Courtney prefer rosé, red, or white wine?
We're both answering, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Both right.
Yeah. Okay, ready.
Okay. Let's flip them over and see if your answers match.
They
Rosé.
match.
Oh, that was easy. I think you guys are going to have a one-up in here. I'm waiting for Keith and Christine to come back with this. All right, so keep score. You guys are up one.
Okay.
For Keith, does Christine prefer rosé, red, or white wine?
Oh, okay. You had to come with that one for the first question.
Confidence level has dropped.
Okay, markers down. Are we ready to flip?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, ready, set, flip.
Give me some red, baby.
Yes, we're both red people.
I think that was a lucky guess.
Okay, we started off easy. We started off easy.
Yes, yes. Let's move on to round two. For Courtney, what is Derek's favorite movie?
I don't even know this answer. But I have a good guess. You were writing a lot
I know,
of
because I'm
words over
explaining.
there.
Okay, markers
3,
down. Okay.
2, 1. Mean Girls. And the added one is, it's because it's the only one he's ever watched.
Yeah, that's pretty
So I think I
accurate.
get 2 points for that.
I think so too.
All right. For Christine, what is Keith's favorite movie?
Oh, no. D, 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 D,
This wasn't in the
D, D.
pregame notes.
You wrote, that was short.
Can we give hints?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Silence.
Is it about like a square yellow man who lives under the sea?
Oh,
Okay. We're ready to flip?
SpongeBob.
crazy guy.
Don't say SpongeBob, please.
All right, let's see your answers.
You want to count?
3, 2, 1.
Bam.
What'd you guess?
Wait,
I
Scarface.
said Friday Night Lights.
Oh,
But listen,
that, you know,
FNL is a good one. That is a good one.
My number one, though. Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, we have a whole game to play.
we do. That's the spirit.
All right, let's
Little
move
blip
on
in the radar.
to round number 3 for Derek. What is Courtney's favorite holiday?
This is a tough one. What has the most booze and shoes? And I think a gift-giving boozy holiday.
Oh, that's where the rosé came from.
Oh man. I don't know. This could be any of the holidays because Courtney's so much fun.
You're right. All right, I'm ready to see this. 3, 2, 1, flip.
Christmas.
Hey.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Good
Keith,
job.
It is time to step it up here.
I think so.
Please tell us, what is Christine's favorite holiday?
Well, knowing her, she's big on family.
Think about this. You know
and
this.
Birthdays and family together.
Oh.
Just this, you know, we've only been together for a year and a half, but you know we've gotten to know each other fairly well. So I think I have this right. We'll see. We'll see.
I think we've actually talked about this on Houston Life before.
Oh, I didn't hear that on Houston Life. This is something I know about my co-host.
Oh, we'll see about that.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, flip.
4th of July.
You paid attention.
Yes.
And the reason why is because Christine and her grandfather, they always spend their birthdays together and they fall
Okay,
around.
Derek, stop trying to one-up. Just stop.
Do Courtney and I get bonus points for knowing that? Just saying.
Okay, let's move on to round 4. This one's for Courtney. What is Derek's go-to karaoke song?
I hate karaoke. Sorry, did I say that too forcefully?
Gosh, I know Brandon's.
You do? I'm stumped.
I'm gonna put something a little vague.
Derek doesn't even know Brandon's.
Yeah, I don't.
How am I answering before you?
I don't know, bro.
Derek, let's go.
Oh, Cher's getting angry. Hold on. I don't know. This is a terrible answer, and I'm sorry because I don't even know the words. I know one word to the song.
Wow. Okay, let's flip. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I put anything Britney.
Oh, okay. And I put milkshake.
Oh.
Totally two different genres.
That was
I could see Courtney getting down on that song, though.
That's a good one. You know what? There's some video somewhere of that.
Well, that's also in Mean Girls. That song makes an appearance in Mean Girls.
All right, Christine, what is Keith's go-to karaoke song?
Oh, wow.
This is your chance to tie. Come on, girl.
You can do this, Christine. I'm not finished yet. Wow, she was pretty confident about that. Let's see. Let me turn this over.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Keith doesn't sing.
I don't, but if I did, my go-to song would be "A House Is Not a Home."
Oh, burn. That was not only a wrong answer, but that was just a really sad moment.
Yeah.
All right.
Too bad.
Here we go.
He knows that.
Last round. It is 3-2. Derek and Courtney are in the lead. Round 5. This one's for Derek. When it comes to shoes, what does Courtney prefer? Heels, flats, sandals, or sneakers?
Oh, well, duh. This is super easy. But I will say seasonally, her choice changes.
We're going seasonal?
Well, wow. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, flip.
Heels. And during the summer, she rocks the sneakers with a dress or a sensible business pantsuit.
Okay, Keith, Christine. Keith, when it comes to shoes, what does Christine prefer? Heels, flats, sandals, or sneakers?
Is barefoot a choice? No, just joking. She likes sand and, you know, water and all that, but I think I know this.
Okay, that was good. That was confident. Christine's still jotting down.
What?
I can't
It can't be that long.
Wow.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, flip.
Sneakers?
Sneakers, I wrote tennis shoes, same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Yes. Woo. Okay, we're still within one.
The game's over.
Yeah, you had your
guys,
chance,
There's no
guys.
overtime.
The final score was 4-3. The HL team, Houston Life team, Derek and Courtney are the winners.
No double or nothing?
No.
That's for later, guys. If you still want to come with the prize, I'm open.
All right.
And mostly just because that music is so annoying, we can't take another minute of
We've
it.
been together for 3 years. We've been together a year and a half. We have a lot of growing to do.
We're still working on the relationship,
You know,
okay? So we'll get
One
there.
day at a time.
You guys are doing just fine. And listen, we are so happy to be your television neighbors. That's my mom calling to congratulate us on the show.
Fabulous.
But a reminder that after Houston Life at 3 p.m., you can catch Channel 2 News at 4 p.m. with Keith and Christine.
And speaking of the 4, after the break, we're going to get a preview of what they're working on for today. Keith and Christine will have that for us coming up next.
Well, welcome back to Houston Life at our brand new time slot, 3 p.m. The time is now 3:30 on this Mask Monday. And I didn't realize that Mask Monday was a thing, but now that we're all wearing masks and trying to protect ourselves and each other, you have a great little way to give back.
Absolutely, and masks don't need to be boring. I love a fun mask, and I also love Margarita Mercantile. I wear a lot of her dresses and tops, most recently on Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
And these are all beautifully embroidered. I'm gonna hold up this one here.
Wow.
They're embroidered by artisans in Mexico, and a purchase of one of these on Margarita Mercantile for $35, 100% of the proceeds goes to a children's shelter in Oaxaca, Mexico. And what a way to give back. This is basically, you know, we are a charitable city, and what a wonderful way to give back to those who are in desperate need. And you could pick your color, you can get one for the girlfriends, your family. Fantastic.
Very nice, and we will be showcasing a lot more masks in the coming weeks on Houston Life. All right, so let's shift gears now and get a check of today's headlines with Keith and Christine over in the newsroom. Hey guys, what do you have coming up at 4?
Hey, Derek, Courtney, we will eventually want a rematch on that co-host game, but first we do have some breaking news that we want to get to.
Yeah, this is coming to us from Liberty County, you guys. The situation still unfolding at this hour in a neighborhood near Dayton, but here's what we do know so far. 5 people have been shot. 3 of those victims have died, and there is 1 person in custody. Right now, we are working to get more details on what led up to this shooting. Our Phil Archer is on the scene, and we'll have a live update coming up at 4 o'clock.
Also today, several districts started their new school year. There were some glitches at Fort Bend ISD, who started the new school year online. Channel 2 Sophia Ojeda will show us what those glitches entailed and what it took to get things up and running.
Plus, COVID-19 presents a lot of challenges, mental, physical, and financial. But coming up, proof that you can make a difference at any age. Channel 2 anchor Lisa Hernandez will show us how a group of young volunteers is stepping up and really making a difference in the lives of those on the front lines of this pandemic.
And we want to check in with Frank now. Frank, we are loving this cool front.
That August cool front, can you believe it actually came through? It was noisy this morning. You may have heard the lightning. In the meantime, it's just some hazy clouds out there, so it feels pretty good, but it's warming up. We're at 90 downtown, 91 southwest, 91 in Galveston, but notice the wind out of the north-northwest. Cheers to Houston Life. I'm glad to have you guys at 3 o'clock. Here's your 5 p.m. Forecast: 93, 92 at 6, and 89 at 7, so you can look forward to a little more heat. In fact, we're back to the heat. We'll talk about that at 4 o'clock. Ozone issues, that's going to get serious here in the next couple of days, and some tropics to watch straight ahead at 4. In the meantime, more Houston Life straight ahead.
Houston Life, congrats on the new move to 3 p.m. Can't wait to come and work with you in the studio again sometime soon.
Hey, Derek. Hey, Courtney.
Can't wait to see you at your new time of 3 p.m. Me, Tracy, and Cookie Dough here will be watching.
Hi, friends. This is Sarah from Sugarland, and I'm here to wish my favorite duo, Courtney and Derek, a huge congratulations on moving to a 3 o'clock time slot. Can't wait to catch you guys then.
Oh, so sweet. I love seeing our friends of the show.
That is awesome. And we do want to feature your shout out on the show as well.
Yeah, just visit our website, HoustonLife.tv, and click on the My Houston Life article and send us your shout out.
So nice to see some of those familiar
Cynthia,
friends.
I know. It's so awesome.
Yeah, Robbie and Tracy. All right. So imagine this, folks. What if your pet could talk to you, okay? Essentially, you talk to your pet, they communicate back exactly what is on their mind.
I mean, it's the piece that we're missing, right?
Yeah.
Author, mom, meditation teacher, and animal communicator Allie Katz has been doing that just for about a year now and can tell you what your pet is thinking. And she's joining us live now via Zoom. Hi, Allie. It's great to see you. Welcome back to the show. I think we're having an audio problem.
Yeah.
I just unmuted
There
myself.
we go.
There we go. We got you, girl.
Darn mute button.
I
Welcome
know.
back to the show.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
You know, we talked a while ago, Allie. We did a Motivation Monday story, you and I, about learning how to meditate, basically taking a moment from our day. You have taught meditation for about 6 years. You've written several books, Hot Mess to Mindful Mom series. You have 2 boys, 2 dogs, and you've done animal communication for about a year. Girl, how in the world did you even figure out that you can communicate with animals?
Well, this is really funny. I call it following the universal breadcrumbs that get left for me. Sometimes I'm not even sure how I get introduced. All of a sudden, there was an email in my inbox about an animal communication class, and I have no idea how it got there. So I signed up for the class, and then one of my sons had a last-minute baseball tournament, so I had to cancel. A year later, I got the same email that this teacher from Montana was going to be in Houston teaching a class. And I was like, I love animals, and I really, really want to learn what this is about. And I went to the class, and immediately it was like, oh my goodness, I'm meant to be doing this. It felt very natural for me. It happened very easily. And I just knew it was something that was meant for me. So then I started practicing on all my family and my friends and practicing with their animals. And then I decided I wanted to take it a step further and really hone my skills. And I started working with a mentor, a master teacher, and working with her for 6 months. And then I went out on my own, and it's just been incredible. I love it.
And Allie, some people out there might say, okay, how can this possibly be real? Describe to us a little bit about what happens after you spend time with some of these animals and their pet parents.
So I can work with people anywhere in the world. I've actually worked with people in Australia and Germany and Canada and almost every state now. And I work with a picture. So you give me a picture of your pet and a list of questions. I send you an email with all the information that I need. You give it to me. I then book time that I'm going to get into a very quiet, meditative space and connect with your animal. And then after you'll see, because like for Tex and Oscar, I usually get about 2 pages of notes per animal. And then I schedule a time with the pet parent to give them all of the information.
It's so cool. Yeah, no, go ahead.
I mean, I have some really fun examples of do you want to hear a couple stories that are like kind of mind-blowing? Okay, so in my training, I had to have volunteers work with me where they asked me questions, but they were called verifiable questions. So they knew the answer. And this is how I got graded on my skills. And I had to turn it all into my teacher and everything. So this one is one of my favorites. I was working with a horse because I can also work with any kind of animal. I've worked with a gecko, guinea pigs, hundreds of dogs now. This is the horse that I'm talking about. His name is Red. And so this was one of my favorite stories. One of the verifiable questions that his mom asked me was, what is hanging in his stall next to the door? So I got this answer. I don't really know a ton about horses, which actually is kind of helpful because I don't, think about any of the answers. I don't filter anything. I've learned to trust all the information that comes. Don't second guess anything, just write everything down no matter what it is. And I saw a picture of the horse and its owner. And I was like, wow, I don't even know if that's a thing. Do people do that? And like put them in the stall? But I wrote it down, and when I gave her the answer, she started cracking up. In her mind, the answer was a salt lick that was in the stall. I didn't even know what a salt lick was. I didn't know that was a thing. But next to the salt lick, next to the door, was a picture of her and her horse. There was a little girl that used to hang around the barn, and she drew a picture of the woman and her horse. And she framed it and hung it up next to the salt lick, next to the door. And that's what the horse showed me. So she was like, that is hanging in
the stall, and it was really meaningful to the horse, and that's what he said to me, and then it became really special to her too.
Well, it is so interesting, and I know that you have your notes for Tex and Oscar, my dog. Keep it right here, because after the break, Allie is going to share what she found out about the inner thoughts of these two.
Oh, interesting. Okay, we'll be right back.
We are back with animal communicator Allie Katz, who's giving us the inside scoop on Tex's and Oscar's thoughts. Okay, we just want to jump right in, Allie, because we cannot wait.
Okay, so there's so much. I'm just going to pick out some fun facts. I started laughing as soon as I saw Tex, because the first thing he said to me when I asked if he loved his life, he said he likes being high up. He showed me like a counter, because sometimes I see it pictures in my head how I can interpret it, but I saw him laying on the desk, and that's what I think he meant. He likes being elevated off the floor. He likes that.
Oh,
so that was really cute.
Certainly seems
okay, a
comfortable
couple
here.
quick things. And we'll have to ask his dad for verification, but I got that he was adopted between about 6 months and a year. He does not like when the groomer puts a bandana on his neck. He does not like that. Jerry asked about his first family before he got adopted. It was a couple. He was not mistreated in any way. They just weren't ready for the responsibility of a dog. No abuse or anything like that. It was just too much work, and they changed their mind about having a dog.
And Jerry is our general manager here at Channel 2.
Yes, so I'm going to get with him for verification after. He is, Jerry asked about his picky eating. I got that he's changed foods a few times, but the current food he's on is the best one. He's not a fruit and vegetable guy. He's like if he gets treats, it's like meat or cheese. Does not like fruits or vegetables at all.
And Allie, we have about a minute left. How about Oscar? Because Courtney's new puppy, he has a lot to say, I'm sure.
Okay. He loves your walks. I know you asked about walks. He said sometimes the boys go too, and they might ride bikes, like in the afternoon or the evening.
Yes.
He said, Mom walks fast. It's like a game. How fast can we go? Some walks we stop and say hi to other dogs, but on fast walks, no stopping. Is that true?
Yes. Yes.
And morning is mom, but evening is family time.
Yes.
So not like riding in the car. Do you put him in the back seat?
Yes.
Does he sit in like a harness? Is he like strapped in?
Well, he has his leash on.
Yeah, okay. He would rather sit in the front seat with you, closer to you, so you can have your hand on him. And he wants a towel to sit on because the seat is slippery, and he doesn't like moving around.
I am blown away. He just stands. He will not sit down. He just stands in the car.
Oh, well, maybe that's why, because it's too slippery.
Yeah, he doesn't like how slippery the seat is. So put a towel and see if he can be a little more relaxed, and put him next to you in the front seat so you can pet him and comfort him.
Allie, these are very helpful tips. I have a feeling you and Courtney will be jumping on the phone together right after the show so she can learn more. Thank you so much for your time. And Tex and Oscar say hi, but you already knew that, didn't you? Yeah,
you did.
Okay, to connect with Allie, you can check out our website, HoustonLife.tv.
And after the break, we're going to chat with interior designer Paul Brockman, who helped us really update and elevate our set. He's going to share his simple secrets to transform any space.
We'll be right back. Well, welcome back to Houston Life, and you can see the little time-lapse video on your screen right now. It makes it look so easy, Courtney, right? Like the set transformation took 30 seconds.
Just a blink of an eye. From accessories to lighting and wallpaper, when it comes to design, even the smallest changes can really make the biggest impact.
Oh, yeah. For the past week, interior designer Paul Brockman and his team, they have been working hard to update, refresh the look of our studio, and he joins us now in studio with some simple tips to transform any room. And Paul, nicely done. We should point out you are across the studio from us, and you were working hard until the very last minute today. That's why you're already here. We're not breaking the no guest rule in studio. But Paul, you do make it look so easy.
Well, thank you. Your team was a dream to work with, so thank you for trusting me with your set, and I think everyone is pleased with the results. So.
You know, there are simple changes that you made for this transformation, and I think one thing that we want to start with is wallpaper. Wallpaper is really a big trend right now, and that's something that you kind of focused the design on?
Sure. I mean, one of the things that we talked about when we met with your producers was to brighten up the set. And the first thing I thought of was, let's change the wallpaper. And it's in a shot that's usually behind Derek, and we just added a textured grass cloth that has a pattern on it that showed up well on camera, and it's in scale, which is something you need to think about when you're using wallpaper. So it worked out, and then we did a simple grouping of 3 some reed plants, and just kind of simplified it and made it brighter.
Simple and nice. And speaking of making it brighter, you added some lights to the set, Paul.
Yeah, that was one of the main concerns that when we first talked about what the set needed. And so I came in with my crew almost 3 weeks before. We were doing a lot of behind the scenes work, and I want to point that we used residential lighting, which these are lights that you can get at your big box stores like Home Depot and Lowe's, and things like can lights, some tape light, rope lights, and puck lights. I think we're showing there, just to add some dimension that you can highlight a wall. It just really brightened up the set, and I think it gives the set dimension, and it brightened everything up to give that refreshed look.
Absolutely, I agree with it. It was a little dark in places, and so I love seeing like the refresh in the lighting. The other thing that I think is really great, Paul, is that you wanted to really make the set pop, and by doing that, you chose to kind of change the staining on the wood pieces, like the pieces behind us.
Right. Well, one of the things we noticed that on camera, that the wood veneer set, that was behind you guys always looked really dark. And so again, and this is another great tip, we didn't start from scratch. All we did was we refinished it. So we sanded it down, we put a lighter stain on it, and now you can actually see the wood grain. And I think that with added light, it just brightened up the set. And so that was a refresh, and it was something that we could check off your list, and I think that it just really brightened up the whole look.
One of the most inexpensive but transformative changes you made, Paul, was to this coffee table. If we can get just a wide shot of this, there's a beautiful Carrara marble top on it, Paul, but the legs that were always sort of a silvery color, you updated them so quickly.
Well, thanks. This is one of my favorite tricks to do, and I always joke, this is a can of spray paint. So what we did was we transformed your existing table. This is not new, and all we did was buy a can of metallic gold, and we took the top off, we sprayed it, and there you go, new table.
And even our host chat desk that we sit out in the front, you spray painted that as well, and look at the elevation here.
Yeah, that one to me that had such an interesting architectural design element to it, and it was just, it was, you can see before and after, it just got lost. So not only did we update it, we used a can or 2 of spray paint, and we used the same gold as we did on the coffee table, and for less than $20, there you go.
It's very, very nice. Big change. Paul, we've got about 20 seconds left. Talk to us quickly about the kitchen.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was so inspired by your new photograph that was installed in the kitchen over here of the skyline.
The skyline, yeah.
And it had some beautiful blues and some of the salmon tones. And so what we wanted to do is just sort of unify all of the colors. And so we redid this whole area, trying to color block using those colors. And just, I just want to point out, like, we did not spend a fortune. I picked a lot of the stuff up at Home Goods and Target and at home, and from plastic bowls that are $1 a piece, but it gives you that color blocked look. And we didn't have to spend a fortune to get a big change. So I think that's a good tip for people at home too, that you don't have to break the budget to have
make a splash.
Yeah.
Interior designer Paul Brockman, thank you so much for our new home. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Back.
Well, coming up tomorrow, we're going to chat with Washington Ho of the upcoming Houston-based HBO Max docuseries House of Ho. That gives an in-depth look into the lavish lifestyle of a local Vietnamese-American family. Think Crazy Rich Asians with a Houston twist.
Oh my gosh, that sounds fantastic. Can't wait for that. Also, we'll continue to explore Vietnamese culture with some help from producer Olivia and photographer Paul. In their latest travel through takeout adventure, they're hitting up Pho Houston in the Copperfield area to get the 411 on pho and other staple Vietnamese dishes. Pho is one of my favorites.
I got to tell you, it's delicious. I know my husband and boys love it as well. What a fun show. Welcome to the 3 p.m. slot, Derek.
Yeah, I know. It feels the same, but different. This new couch, also kind of comfortable, huh?
I think it's comfy and cozy. I like it. Fun show. I'm super excited that we got to learn sort of what was in Texas and Oscar's, my dog's mind. I mean, I need to get with Alley Cats because I know there's more.
Yeah, you've got to get that towel for the back seat so Oscar doesn't slide around anymore.
I know. Super fun. And thanks for the bubbles, my friend.
No problem.
Yeah.
One last toast before we go?
One last toast. And also, thank you for teaching me how to slow walk.
Oh, no problem. It's a very useful skill. You all should learn too.